All right, what's going on, people? We're doing the Ultimate Go Tour here, and this is deepening our knowledge with Go. This is a free resource. In the description down below, there's a link to the playlist with all the videos. There's also a code base, and that code base is here on GitHub. You could go to Goes to 11. And if you don't know what Goes to 11 is, go rent the movie or watch the movie. Like, I'm old enough that we used to go to a store and rent movies. And go watch the movie Rob Reiner, Spinal Tap. It's a pretty funny mockumentary. It's a good comedy. So Goes to 11, there's a funny scene where they talk about guitar amps that go to 11. So if you go to Goes to 11 at GitHub and then go to repositories and come in here and click on Learn to Code Go version 3, and then just scroll down through all this till you get to the 000 BR BK Go Tour folder, which is right there. And click on that. And then there's all these amazing readmes in here. And right now we're at the 5th one: pointers, nil, stack, heap, escape analysis, all of that. And if you pop that open, there's another README in here, and there's a lot of resources, but that's really helpful. And the links to the videos on YouTube, the whole playlist down below, is really helpful. And then just going through all these steps here, each video takes you through each of the steps. And in addition to what is presented here, there's great material to read through there. These videos here that I'm making also give you my perspective on it and kind of explain things. So now we're doing pointers, so I'm going to click on pointers right there, and we're on step number 2. And over at step number 2, we're doing exercise number 2 right here. So if you want to pause this video and do exercise number 2, now's the time to do that. Otherwise, you're going to see me do it. So here I am. I've copied this over to VS Code, and inside VS Code, I have all of those instructions right there. That's just like a whole lot of green for me, so I'm going to start deleting some of these instructions. And that's what I need to do, and imports will be added. And I'm going to declare a type named user. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. It's going to be type user. I'm creating my own type, my own data structure here, and the underlying type is a struct. And this user is going to have a first name, and it'll be a string. So I've declared a type, user. And then I'm going to create a function that changes the value of one of the user fields. All right, so I've got func name, and I'm going to call this func name new name, right? And it'll be a new name, and it says add a pointer parameter and a value parameter. Some of these instructions weren't always totally clear to me, but the pointer parameter I want to use is I'm going to pass in a pointer to a user because I want to change the user, right? I want to change the user, so I'm passing in a pointer to a user so it can be changed. And then I'm going to pass in the string that I'm going to update the username to, and use the pointer to change the value that the pointer points to. The language sometimes is just goofy. And so I have a user, right? And there's a field first, and I want to change that field to S, right? That's it right there. And now I'm going to create a variable of type user and initialize whatever fields are in that data structure. So I'm going to do U1 colon equal, and use a composite literal here, or a struct literal, call it whatever you want. It's going to be for a user, and curly braces, and then put in my fields and populate them, and we'll put Joe here. And so there's my user1, and display the value of the variable. So we'll leave that here, and we'll do func println, and we'll display the value of the variable, which is going to be u1.first, right? So we'll display the value of the variable. Let's just make sure our code is working. We haven't used new name yet. It's not going to like that. My linter is giving me an error. But let's just see what happens anyhow. So I'm going to print working directory to see where I am. And if you want to learn like command line and GitHub, I have a course. I'll tell you about it at the end of this. All right, so now that I'm here, I can look to see what's in that, and I'm going to go into, I'm in 05 pointers, and I want to go into hands-on, so 05 CD 05 hands-on, and then in there is a 2 live, so I'm going to CD into 2 live, and then there it should be 02, so I'm going to CD into 02, and then right here there should just be the main.go, so I'm going to run that, go run main.go, and it gave me Joe. So now I'm going to share the variable with the function you declared above. I'm going to use that function. So I'm going to do new name, and sorry, not new type, but new name. And I'm going to pass in both my user, and it needs to be a pointer to the user. And then I'm also going to pass in the string, and we'll call this one James. I'm kind of in the mood for like a James Bond spy movie, and I just don't give myself the time. I've just been working so much. Like, it's just like, and I just want to push the ball forward and provide for my family, and it's just like, I don't have the time, man. But maybe tonight I'll make it. I'll just like take a break. Like, I kid you not. It's like sleep, exercise, family, work. That's it. But I'm loving it, and I'm loving the way my career's transitioning and spending more time coding. And it's been scary as all heck to transition the career, and it's still in process. And if you know anybody who needs a Go developer on their team, give me a shout. All right, so now I'm going to display the value of the variable again. And so here we go, and I'm moving that down, and there's the value of the variable. And so we will see that that's changed, right? And so I'm going to run this, and we got Joe got changed to James. Man, that solution was much easier than the previous one. We didn't go down quite as deep. All right, so that's my solution for this hands-on exercise. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's elegant. And again, those comments were a little bit confusing to me, so I hope these videos help. Plus, you could always just look ahead to the solution. It sounds like my wife's telling me it's dinner. Can you hear her? You're going to hear her in a second, probably. So the next thing I'm going to do is just tell you about these courses. And if you come into the GitHub repo that I just showed you earlier, and you go like all the way down to the bottom, at the bottom there are links to the courses. So there's code review checks, which are totally useful. But here's a link to my courses. Use that link. It'll give you a better price. And I also get like 98% of the revenue when you use this link. And so if you're going to buy my courses, and if you need a coupon, just message me on Twitter or LinkedIn if even this price is too much for you. If you need a bigger price break, message me, and I could maybe see if they'll let me. Sometimes they let me bring it down even further. And then Bill Kennedy's courses, there's a link right there. So if you click that and open this in incognito window, you could do, I have a discount code, and you can type in discount code there, and that discount code is Todd McLeod. My goal is to have 1,000 of these sold. You'll get a special discount. It'll be a surprise. And I just like totally want to surprise Bill and drive a whole bunch of business to him because he's been so good to so many people. And so that said, let me illustrate to you how good he's been. He's been great to me, a great mentor, great friend, a great coach. And here in the Ultimate Go Tour, if when you're in one of these tours, so we were just in the Pointers tour, and when you're in one of these tours, you could click right here for financial aid, right? And so if you click on that scholarship form, if the price of the coupon discount Todd McLeod for Bill's courses is too much for you, you can fill this out, and you can tell him like, hey, I'm in some country where I, like 10 bucks is a day's wage. Well, you take 10 bucks for the course. And most likely at that point, he'll just tell you, here, have free access. But if you can afford to pay something for the course, including the coupon code Todd McLeod, pay that amount, because then that's helping subsidize others who aren't as fortunate to be able to pay for that course. So this will give you access to a bunch of Bill's courses, that whole bundle. And if you can't afford it with the coupon code, come in here and fill out the scholarship request form. All right, that's a lot about Go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button. Leave a little note down below, because it just kind of like makes it relational for me, right? Like as I'm recording videos, it's nice to hear back from somebody that, hey man, I appreciate the video, or I like learning this. Or if you want to put your links into code, put those down in the description. So at the Go dev website /play, right? There's the playground. And then when you're done, you could do share and get your link, and then copy this link right here and put that down in the description and say, look at my code, and just share that with everybody. So I love seeing that. So put that down there, like this video, leave a comment, tell me you enjoyed it, share some perspective on it, and like and subscribe. Yeah, so all of that, because that helps other people find these videos. See you next time.